What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Live Wealthy Stocks, back with another video today, taking a look at Palantir Stock, an update video based on the previous ones that I've done. So we'll take a look at kind of how this past week was for Palantir, what we are looking at, something I've pointed out in the hourly chart that's forming, and then based on that, what the future support and resistance look like for the stock. So if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel. Each like and subscribe really helps me out as I'm trying to grow, and comment down below what your thoughts on Palantir are, and I would love to chat with you guys down there. And we will talk about Palantir Stock, but before that, what I want to take a look at is this Credit Suisse downgrade, which was the reason for the downfall we saw in the second half of this upcoming week. So it dropped about 4%. Credit Suisse essentially came out and said they were bearish on the stock because it's disconnected from fundamentals. They did give it a price target upgrade though, from $13 to $17, but still that $17 after the upgrade was a 38% downside from where the stock is trading. And like I said, it was down 3.8% because of that. So $26 where they're trading, they say it should be at 17. So they're saying essentially that they are bearish on the stock moving forward. But let's take a look at the 5-day chart and see what we see. So in the beginning of this week, right, we were trading in the 28s and then dropped on Monday. And then we were looking at the support level in the 2680s, which we were able to nicely bounce off of a couple times. Went up pre-market, came down, looked like we were going to bounce again, but couldn't quite, and then came down. And then come Wednesday pre-market, try to hit that level again, no dice, went down this is Wednesday at this point. Made a low of $25 before starting a move up, and then hit that 25 or 27, excuse me, and then come Friday we saw a downgrade, or we saw a gap down from kind of the 27s to the 26s. Again, try to push through this 2682 resistance level, but was not able to. So common theme here, if I just go to the hourly chart, what we are going to see is this level in the 2680s has multiple times right there been a level we could not break through, hit up against it a couple times here, hit up against it a couple times there. But this level has been a crucial level for Palantir Stock, especially nowadays as it's trying to hit up against that. We were over it a little bit. Some bad news brought it down, right, as I just shared. But my point being, that is the first level that Palantir Stock has to go at, right? So if we take a look at how Palantir Stock has been trading, it made a high of 33s, dropped all the way to kind of the low 20s, and then again had a run from the 24s all the way to 31, and then now is doing a little bit of consolidation. So what I want to point out, the pattern that I'm seeing, that I'm hoping for a breakout to form, is this line coming down, this line here coming up, forming a pennant, which means the stock's trading in a smaller and smaller range, and hopefully at the end of that pennant, it has to break out one way. We're hoping that that way will be up, right? So it's forming a wedge, a pennant, if you will, and trading within that level. So if I extend this out, that's something that we're watching. So let's take a look at exactly what we're watching from a support level if we fall, and a resistance level if we were to go up. From a support level, we've got this line coming up, as we could see, right? We're making higher lows over the course of time. So come tomorrow, I would like to see this line, if we extend it, some support in the high 25s, low 26s. As you could see, we're in the 2608. So really, that's going to be a really tight sort of support. If we do see a red day, we are going to break the support tomorrow. But don't worry, we've got the EMAs coming in as well. So As you guys know, we're now below the 8 EMA, and the 21 EMA comes in at 24.43. So if this kind of high 25s from this line here doesn't hold, I think that 24.43 should be a decent level of support for us. And then we've also got one coming in at 21.98 if we were to drop that much. Now, I don't personally think that we drop that much, but we'll kind of see if that moment comes. So that's from a support level perspective, from a resistance level perspective, what do we have coming up? And you know, like I've said, we've got this 2680s that I think is going to be, that's been kind of challenging, as I pointed out a couple times already in this video at the beginning, for it to break, but not only to break, for it to break and then hold that level. And if it can break that, then, you know, breaking 27s. And then I think the next level of sort of struggle comes at this 28 level. We broke it barely on 1214. You know, if we go back to 12.8, we could see it bouncing off of it, but then broke below it, and then you know, hit up against it a couple times, both before and after, but was not able to break out of you know, break above it essentially. Now remember that all of these resistance levels, once we break over them, should act as a support. So if we're above the 2682 tomorrow, hopefully we bounce off of that and we can establish that as our next support point before going up again. But just something to keep in mind. So yeah, those are kind of some support and resistance levels that I'm looking out for. I do own stock in Palantir. I'm really interested to see if, you know, this bottom of this wedge holds up. We see potentially a little bit more consolidating between this 2682 and 2805 for an eventual breakout at the end of this wedge pattern that we see forming. So I'll try to keep you guys updated on that if I see anything. Hopefully we're able to catch that breakout if it does happen. Let me know down in the comment section what your thoughts on Palantir are. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That's all I had for you guys today. I hope you guys are all having an amazing weekend so far and have a great upcoming week. Happy holidays to those of you that are celebrating. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day, and until next time.